freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic, the show where I draft my account from Bronze to Mythic, as the title would suggest. Episode 20, Draft 20. I have bad news. First, like the channel, subscribe, hit the button, do all the things watching on YouTube, which make sure you follow. But bad news is we are exactly one notch away. We are mathematically eliminated from the under, which means... I know. So if we were to 7-0 this draft and 7-0 the next draft, we would still come in exactly one notch short of Mythic, and the line is always 21.5 drafts to Mythic. So unfortunately, because we had a pretty bad draft in our last draft, we're going to fall just short of the under. But whatever, we're having a good time. Our last few drafts have gone pretty well. I think we're doing a pretty good job of kind of getting a feel for the format now, feeling much more comfortable, which is great. So that middle period. In Platinum, we're kind of drafts like, maybe 8 through 13. I feel like we struggled a little bit. It's a challenging format. Definitely a lot of unexpected things in this format. Trying to figure those out is tough on the fly, but we're doing good and we're rocking and rolling. The holidays are coming. Cube for Charity's coming, and hopefully you're all excited for that. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday. And of course, I'll be on streaming Cube on the 27th and the 28th for Cube for Charity on my Twitch channel, raising money for charity. We got a great group: Reed Duke, Cedric Phillips, Gabe Nassif, Jabro, of course, Caleb. We got a great group, and you're going to want to watch that and watch the best freaking event of the year, honestly. It's so much fun. Get your moldy Twitch ready. It's a great time. It's awesome. For now, though, let's open up Wormcoil Engine. Not quite. Still good, though. So we open up a Mishra Claim by Gix. Honestly, just a really good card. A 3/5 for 4 that, makes for life gain drains, and just a really good card. I mean, I would love to get Dragon Ninja also and go for the melds, but yeah. And of course, the numbers you see here are the Draft Myth overlay. The top number here is the LSV static ranking. The bottom number here is the dynamic machine learning ranking. Download for yourself for free, untap.gg. Please use my link in the Twitch chat or in the description, because they sponsor me, and I want them to know that you came from me. So download it for free, and there you go. So easy Mishra here. We have Go for the Throat. We have Chromatic Stars, which is actually awesome. Subjugation, Mites' Animations. Passing some blue cards here. Go for the Throat. But yeah, this is a pretty easy Mishra. Black Red's a good color combo anyway, and Mishra's great. And if you want to get the Meld Dream going, Phyrexian Dragon Engine is a rare, not a mythic. So there's a reasonable chance we could get it. All I want for Christmas is to meld. Pass it back here with a rare missing. And we've got some uncommons, some decent uncommons here. Recruitment Officer, Courser, but I think this is a really easy Explosion. Removal Spell, super high quality card. Nothing else in the pack is remotely close to Explosion, I don't think. So with a rare here, with no rare, there's no signal, obviously. And just take the Explosion and keep on rolling. Static Net. Ooh, interesting. So now the next best card in the pack by a lot is Static Net, which is an excellent removal spell. But of course, it is off color from our first 2 colors. But it's a really powerful card. It's also Bushwhack, which is definitely a little worse than Static Net, but still pretty good. Subjugation, Whirling Strike, Infiltrator. Also Opportunist, too. Pretty deep pack, honestly. We've got a rare and uncommon missing. The fact that the uncommon missing is not Static Net is a good sign that white is open. I think this is a pretty easy Static Net. Not easy, but I think it's just like, while all of these black-red cards are certainly fine, Plow's fine, Strike's fine, Opportunist and Bushwhacker fine, it's just like, this card's just really good. Honestly, it's very easy to splash. It's super high-quality removal. It's a good signal white is open. We could be any of the 3 colors to splash any of the things we have already anyway, so keep it open, take the net. I think the one thing I've really learned in our struggles in the mid parts of this format into us doing a little better is that we just want to be as open as possible in the draft. We want to be open, as flexible as possible. I've been taking Evolving Wilds and the Prism Higher, and just trying to keep it as open as possible, finding the right lane, and just getting in the right spot and not committing too early. So Steel Seeker here, Liquid Metal Coating. We see a rare and 2 uncommons taken, so a lot of high power cards being taken. Steel Seeker they're certainly fine. I think that I'd rather just take a red card here, though, in Juggernaut. like, we already have 3 colors. We could, in theory, play all of these. This one, Seeker is good, but it not only is it completely off color, but it requires a pretty specific deck to be good as well. So, I'm just going to take Jugs here. I think Jugs is great. I think Jugs is better than Reunion and Disenchant. So, Jugs is real good. Wow. All right. We get past a Thopter Mechanic, which is also an excellent card. In blue, of course. So, we're really stretching our wings out here a little bit. So far, honestly, nothing's really seen to open yet, honestly. Kind of just a wide variety of things going on. Again, Mechanic is a very good card, but it's a 2-drop in blue. Not the kind of card you can only splash. What's up, John Glass? And I think it's not really it's good. It's a very good card, but like we can splash all of these in theory. I'm just gonna take Jugs again. I think double Jugs is great. Jugs is really good. Plays well with Explosion. I'm in. Boulder Branch is obviously good, but I don't know if our green is, it's just like let's take Jugs. All right, Engineers. Okay. White does not seem open at all, which is fine. This is obviously very splashable. We got an Engineers here, which is a fine card. Moves into green. Goblin Blast Runner is also just a Flask, too. I think you just take Flask here. Flask is super flexible. No reason to deviate, I think, from the colors we currently have based on the card quality of the cards here. And then Flask is a super safe pick that is just like very on plan, super solid card. So we got Flask, Vanguard, Elite, Emergency Weld, another Juggernaut. All right, well, that's a lot of Jugs, but is there a Refractor here? I think Refractor's a super safe pick. Once again, same idea where, Jugs, Vanguard, whatever, Weld are all fine cards, but Refractor will definitely make our deck and makes all of our splashes easier, and just a super solid card. So, yeah, just gonna take the Refractor here. Feel like we're probably red. That's the only thing we really know so far. Splashing Mishra or Splashing Net is super easy. Okay. That's the Wellspring. Another good 2-mana artifact that can do some sacrificey stuff. That might lean us in a little more of a sacrifice direction, but I like Wellspring. Kind of a late Commando, honestly. And Strike's okay too, but yeah, pretty easy Wellspring here, I think. White seems open. I don't think the mass production is particularly great. It's very it's very good in like one archetype. That's really it. But Wellspring. The pack we opened has Dwarven Forge Chanter, Blanchwood Prowler, and not too much. Chanter's fine. Pretty cool with this card. Yeah, it's fine. And so the one that we know, I think, so far is that we're red. That's all we have. Goblin Blast Runner is definitely a super solid card, and we do have the fodder so far to sacrifice for it, so I'm kind of aiming with that, honestly. Blast Runner is definitely interesting. Everything else here is kind of whatever anyway. Yeah, sure. Springleaf Drum. Springleaf Drum actually has impressed me a lot. I was very surprised when we played Springleaf Drum. It was actually quite good in our deck. Also good splashes, too. There is another Dwarven Forge Chanter. So this is an interesting choice here. Commando. And there's some good blue cards here. It's true. I'm taking the Drum. Liquid Metal Coating. Another Subjugation. All right. Maybe blue is a little more open than we thought it was. Let's take Subjugation. And Vermin is, if we end up like sacrifice, he could be a thing. And Garbo. Morning, Jake. Wow, last pick Emergency Weld. That's wild. All right, and we open up a Transmorgant's Crown, which is the fixed Skull Clamp, a very powerful card. That's pretty good. Honestly, that's quite a good one. Also, Yodian Dissident, Zephyr Sentinel, both two good cards. Another Commando, Whirling Strike. Pretty easy Crown here. And Crown's going to lean us more into black, which is cool. And I like it. Once again, we stay pretty open here. We got a white card. We got a blue card. We're kind of just like floating, and we'll figure things out as we go. So like the Crown. Heavy is the head. Pass the pack with another Sentinel, an Evangel, a Self-Assembler. Scrapwork Mutt is excellent. Thraxodemon, pretty easy Mutt here, I think. Mutt's great with double Juggernaut, too. Get some value there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this is cool. Bork, says the Mutt. Vermin and Runner are good with our Drum, too. Okay. Interesting. A lot of middling cards here. Warplow, Weld, Realization, Blitz Automaton, all like fine cards, if unexciting. We're not really sacrificing super well yet. We don't have any bull thingies or whatever. Mishra jugs. We're like sort of kind of aggressive, so I feel like Automaton's reasonable. Yeah, Warplow's fine. I think it's Automaton. We're still definitely like not locked into black, so Urza's Silix. Okay. Scrapsmith is like, it's not bad in our deck. I actually have a lot of artifacts. I'm not happy taking Scrapsmith this early though, honestly. I also have a Clay Revenant. Again, don't really have the sacrifice stuff yet. I think we're just gonna take Scrapsmith. Yeah. A little underwhelming. Not a card you want to take this early in the draft usually, but another Blast Runner, a conscripted infantry. But again, we're not really like, we don't really have the sacrifice pieces yet. Like, we have nothing that actually sacrifices aside from like our flask, and that's it. So Acrobat's the bad card. It's not a card you want in your deck really. It's like, I mean, sure, it's like a, you know, a filler level like last pick kind of card you might play, but infantry's fine. This card's just good. I'll bound to pass on Blast Runner here. I'm just gonna take the infantry. It's a fine card that plays well with sacrificing stuff. Bitter Reunion, which is a super solid card that sacrifices and discards our jugs. Yeah, I know the bitters. I know the old bitters, I think. Gurgles. Rager. Right now our black cards are Mishra, Weld, Vermin. I guess Crown, sort of. I guess we're like Rakdos at the moment, though. Giga Chad, Scrapwork Rager, Gurgling Anointer. How many extra draws do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have a lot. I like Gurgles here. Gurgles is pretty good. If you can get Gurgles up to, you know, 2 or 3 counters on it, it's pretty awesome. Infiltrator's pretty fine too. That's a solid 2-drop for like our sacrificey stuff. Is that for Sentinel Tables? Jeez. Alright, this is a ever attack, sacrifice creature, artifact. Sure, this card's like, I mean, obviously it's passable in our deck. It's not great, but Thraxid Demon's cool. We like that. We're actually like already there on playables. Another Weld too. Welder. I think Weld's better than Warplower in our deck, honestly. Warplow's obviously fine, but I already have some big idiots, and I think Weld is better. I'm not sure. Take Weld. Revenant's pretty good here now too. Giga Chad not making the deck. We got some cuts to make for sure, but Automaton, Jugs. I'm not playing Static Net anymore. Gix's Caress. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Pack 3, pick 1. Let's go. Weld, Drum, Runner. Chanter. Chanter really doesn't even really vibe well on our deck, very well on our deck anymore, honestly. Acrobat, Infantry, Explosion, Scrapsmith. Alright. Engine. Nope. Fortified Beachhead. Not quite. Unleash Shell. Mutt. Blast. Now, I think that Mutt is better than Unleash Shell in a vacuum. However, I think that we are pretty light on removal. We actually don't have any removal right now, which is a very bad place to be. So you probably just want to take the Unleash Shell. Yeah. Not ideal, but... Alright. Unleash Shell it is. Right? We have Explosion, that's it. Yeah, Mutt's a lot better, but... Alright, we get past Howling Mine, Temporal Anchor, Blitz Automaton, and a lot of Garbo, actually. It's not a pretty bad back. Rager or Automaton. Rager is, we actually have no 4s, so I don't mind the first Rager, honestly. Levitating Statue is actually... What do we got for non-creature spells? We got Drum, Double Weld. Actually, Statue's pretty good in this deck. We have Double Weld, Crown, Reunion, Flask, Refractor, Wellspring. It's a pretty decent amount, honestly. This card is pretty exciting. I'll take Statue. Burnished Heart, Thopter. Ugh. This pack's not gone very well for us. Thopter's like fine. You know, it's definitely not super exciting, but it's a card. Weld, another Blast Runner. But again, we're not really like sacrificing stuff super well for the Blast Runners, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna take the runner. I think it's the highest upside cards. I don't need another Weld or Scrapsmith. And if we do get a sack outlet or two, this will be a lot better. So take the Blast Runner. Aim high here. Did I break it? Definitely some cards here we're not playing. Oh god. Oh my god, don't do this to me. Alright, thank god. Another Blast Runner. Oh shit, we're like already there. Sure. Again, I don't know if I'm playing all these. Wow! A super late third path Iconoclast. That's brutal. I love Iconoclast. We can't take it though. We're taking the Evolving Wilds. Did I like not get one of my Blast Runners? Was I like... That's weird. That sucks. Alright, yeah, Wilds is obviously good. We have a lot of like sacrificey stuff, so... Made the same pick twice. It was the same pack. I don't know what's going on. Alright, Scrapsmith. I don't think we're playing it, but sure. We have a lot. We have a very, very large amount of playables right now. I don't think we're playing any of these cards, so whatever. Sigil of Valor. Stuff. Sigil of Valor is like, okay. I don't know if we're playing it or not, honestly. Bonesaw. Another levitating statue? Wow. Okay, we have some deck building to do. I'm not gonna lie. We have a lot of playables.
Make a little noise here, huh? Come on, I can't hear you.
Double statue. Triple weld. And they're playing. I should take I'm not playing 3 welds. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, honestly. Because we don't really have a lot of the sacrifice stuff we would like to make these Blast Runners really good. But we have a lot of non-creature spells to make these statues good. So, it's a little weird. This is going to be interesting. Mistress statues. Revenant. Yeah, so it's... Caress, okay with statue. Yeah, I feel like we're going to build our deck in a manner to try and maximize the statues. Because Stalwart Mind combo, we're not green, you know? Gurgles, like... Reconstructed Thopter. All right, we got some deck building to do. This is gonna be the hardest build probably so far of any of our episodes. All right, let's see. So like don't have enough stuff for Blast Runner. I think that's like pretty clear. I don't think I want Sigil in this deck. Forge Chanter, Reunion, Mutt, Demon, Infiltrator, like double weld, like cut the Acrobat, the Blast Runners, which have so many playables. It's like wild. I mean, the Infiltrator is like not super exciting. Double Statue. The problem is we have a bunch of like... We have double statue and a bunch of like cantripy stuff, but I'm worried we're gonna spin our wheels a little too much. Then we have double weld, but like not. We actually don't have that many creatures, which is a little weird. We do have double Scrapsmith with the weld, which is kind of cool. I think Drum's fine in this deck. It's just like an artifact. I think it's fine. I don't know. I guess maybe we're a little light on our creatures. Maybe we don't need the Drum. So. And then Revenant's like not very good in this deck either, honestly, because we're not like, we're not sacrificing. This is a weird deck. This deck came out really weird. I feel like the statues might have thrown us off a little bit. I'd much rather have removal spells with statues, and we just don't have any removal really. So it's like pretty awkward. Demon, Weld, Crown. Caress is certainly interesting with statue, although not particularly great overall. Jugs, Shell, Automaton. Thopter is good with our double Scrapsmith, Bitter Reunion, Scrapwork, Mutt. You know, it's got a lot of synergy kind of stuff. It's not great, you know, because we're not really utilizing the body super well. It's a weird deck. Really weird deck. Got the Vermin. I think Vermin's fine, right? Like, Jugs is pretty good. I don't think I want to cut the Jugs. I don't know, honestly. Is that game out really weird? Because like we just like didn't get the sacrifice elements. We have like the Blast Runners and the Infiltrator, and we just didn't get like the Strong Bowls and the ways to like sacrifice things. So like all of a sudden, none of our cards did anything, which is not cool, obviously. And I don't really see a way to build the deck in a manner where that would be good. Refractor, Wellspring. Demon can sack Wellspring. That's really it. Yeah, it's a weird one. This one came out really weird. I don't know where to go with this, honestly. Like, Blast Runner, Acrobat, Infiltrator could definitely be in the deck. And then we have to cut, like, a lot of stuff. Cut, like, both statues. Both statues. The Caress. I already go boom, boom, boom. Even then, like, still a lot of cards. Like Chanter, maybe. And then go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And like cut like one more thing. Like, does this look better? Wellspring, Refractor. Again, look, we only have like one sack outlet or 2 sack outlets. So it just seems kind of bad. It just seems bad. So let's cut these 2. Cut the Acrobat. Cut the Infiltrator. And put back in the 2 statues. The Chanter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the wells are fine. We have like ways to mill, ways to discard. It's a spell and a creature, which is cool for statue. Like, we're like leaning pretty hard on these statues. Again, the problem is like we're just kind of light on removal. So like that's not ideal with statues, but statues don't have removal. Want to cut the Thopter? What's up, Jared? Maybe we cut Thopter for Caress. I think Caress is actually pretty good with the statue. And then, do we have any interest in... I'm still like a little interested in the drum. How many draw triggers for Anointer? Actually a pretty good amount. We've got Crown, Mutt, Reunion, Flask, Refractor, Wellspring. Which is pretty good, honestly. And as long as Gurgles gets to 2, we actually we have a 1-drop, and we have a number of 2-drops also. It's not great, but there's definitely a decent amount. I think just getting 1 counter on it's very reasonable. Yeah, I guess this is it, honestly. I kind of want this drum, but I feel like I'd be playing it over a land, which honestly isn't crazy. Our curve is really low. You know, we have like cantrip, 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 cantrip. And then we have a bunch of 1s, 2s, and 3s. We're looking to discard some of our 5s. This is a 3 also. So our curve is really low. I'm playing drum over a land. Let's play drum. It's an extra trigger for statue. I can ramp into stuff a little bit. Halley Mine and Anointer, yeah. And then with drum, we could maybe play Static Net, but that's like a bit of a stretch, I think. I don't really want to play a Plains. I think that I don't think we need Static Net. I think we're all right. We want to play net. They were playing a plains, and now we're playing 15 lands and a plains, which is like just not good enough. So, and casting net off of Refractor is not ideal. What do we have? We have Drum, Refractor, Flask, Plains, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely a little lighter removal for sure. We're also... So if I add the net... Is there a card I can cut? Chanter... Sraps. How many artifacts do we have? We've got 11. It's pretty good for Sraps with, honestly. Gargles, Caress, Infantry, Explosion... Chanter, Reunion. Like, maybe it's a Weld. Because our creature count is only 12. So I cut like Weld for Static Net and play a Plains. It was a little sketch, honestly. But this might be fun. Sure. Add the net. All right, we'll play the net. Play the Wilds. And we wanted random basics, I believe. That was the request again. Rando Singleton basics. That's 40. We're looking at 8, 6 red. So we have 7, 6, 1 wilds. And yeah, I guess that's it, folks. All right, kind of a weird one, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's prediction time. Time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? Episode 20. Bronze Mythic. YouTube folks, take a second to pause the video, scroll to the comments, liking the video along the way, like and hit the like button and stuff, please, and subscribe, comment, bell, etc. And let me know, all cast believer or non-believer, what do you think? Bronze Mythic. Let's go. All right, we're in. Predictions are, ooh, wow. So it's actually like a 2-to-1 ratio of people who think of non-believers to believers, but the believers put in a lot more goblin tokens. So a lot of non-believers, chat. Coming out at me. Hand is passable. We can keep this. All right, let's go. Oh, here goes Karn again. Karn, stop barking. Christmas Miracle. Opponent mulligans. We're going to go get our planes. Double Jugs, Gurgles, Emergency Weld. All right, here we go. Planes. Emergency Weld. Oh, hi, Karn. Yeah, thank you for barking so much. Everyone really appreciates it. Yes. Maybe Caress into the Jugs. That's actually an awesome curve. Blue, green. Opportunist. Okay. Alright, well. Caress ya. What do they got here? They got shoot down, land, Mightstones. I mean... Obviously, hitting Mightstones here is clutch, but like double shoot down is pretty good against double Juggernaut, which is kind of annoying, but whatever, I guess. Shoot, this thing exiles too. It's so awkward. Poor Jugs. Jugs is just trying to get it done. All right. I guess we're not playing Jugs then, right? They just have a super clean answer, so we'll play Gurgles. Try and draw out the shoot down. Take 3. Sucks I have this emergency weld. They have 2 exiling removal spells, you know. Rust Goliath. Goliath online. Alright, we're going to mud away a Jugs here. And we're going to draw a second card per turn. Sick. And then we're going to draw land. We suck. I might just weld back the Jugs, honestly. Obviously can't attack. I can block. They're probably going to shoot down the Anointer this turn. Because now it's actually like a relevant body. But this can block this anyway. We've got land. I'm just going to weld. Just get value, honestly. Weld this back. Get a token. Just say go. Double shoot down. A little annoying, but... Their attacks aren't great. Shoot down. Bye-bye, birdie. Here comes the Goliath. Man. We stink. Alright. Question is, do we play Jugs and just, like, offer it to shoot down so I can play my next Jugs? Rust Goliath's kind of getting in there. We can't do anything else. We're trying to go other plays, so sure, I guess. Kind of sucks, but so you go. Yeah, you can't do nothing. I mean, I don't see how they can do anything but shoot down here. Shoot downing a Jugs is quite powerful. What's the planes for? We have one static net in our deck. Deck list is on the overlay as always. Check it out on the overlay. Exclamation point deck will also work as well. Or decks to see all my decks and all my results, courtesy of untap.gg. Download it for free. Top. Nobody tops. Get out of here. Swift foot boots. Alright. I mean, now Jugs just attacks, which is great. So maybe they want to trade opportunists for Jugs. I think it's fine on me, honestly. Let's Scrapsmith first though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. Let's see what we had here. Smith will go for a statue. Cool. Man. Here comes Jugs. Joke's on you, Swiftfoot. We have no removal. Yeah. Sure. That's pretty good for us, honestly. Let me just go land second Jugs. Second Jugs obviously gives them a great target. But they're at 17. It's possible if I play statue, they'll shoot down the statue. It's like possible, but very mana inefficient. Just play Jugs. Play Jugs. There you go. Yeah, like we got an attack in and trade it, which is great. So yeah, this is awesome. Now we just like traded, got a hit in, have Jugs in the graveyard. They're gonna boots the flyer, sure. I mean, we're at 11. We can just block here, right? This is cool with me. Like kill Goliath, put Mutt in the graveyard. Sure. Do need to be a little aware that they have a boots in place. Like they could have some haste come out of nowhere, but now I get to Mutt. Ooh. Mishra, statue, and Mutt. Sure. So let's Mutt first. Is that good? I mean, it's good. It's not great in our hand so far. We draw Crown too. All right, Mishra, statue, attack, go. We'll drain. Play statue. Mishra's pretty dope. The life gain adds up and the damage adds up too. Well sized as well. 3/5 is pretty big. We also have the Jugs available too. They Might Stones, they're 4/4, but I have a 3/5. It's fine. Or just the Stone Cold Nuts. That works too, I guess. Wow. They used all their cards. They either drew the land or the confrontation off of the Might Stones, and now we're just dead. That's gross. That's really, really gross. We don't enjoy that at all. Alright, we're going to shell this. We're at 3. We're pretty dead. Honestly, we're pretty dead. Play Crown. In theory, the statue can block the Thopter, but any creature we die to here because of haste. That was pretty gross, I'm not going to lie. Rust Goliath haste. Yeah, that sucked, honestly. Their deck does not seem very good, and we just kind of lost. That was not a fun game. I did not have fun that game. If the pop-up comes up. No pop-up? Alright. Oh, we're going down. Gross. Alright. Statue, Flask, Net, Infantry. This is fun. We can keep this. What's up, Ruby? Thanks for following. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What's up, Bronze to Mythic? The desk. Desk is good. The Bitterine, sure. We have statue on 2. We have Flask plus Net, which works as well. End step, crack the desk, revealing land Stone Seeker. Takes the land. Interesting. Laurent. It's real good. It's really good. Alright, we draw a Caress. That's cool, I guess. Loran's super nice. What do you got, friend? They got double Cohort Explosion. Okay, sure. Jeez. Gross. Keening Stone's pretty awful. It's just like the slowest card of all time. I'll take the Explosion, I guess. This is not cool. Not cool. Cohort. We draw a Forge Chanter. So we're gonna cast Flask, draw, and just play infantry, I guess. Alright, land, infantry, go. Man, double Cohort Loran's pretty good.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail.
Don't they know it's Christmas? Top. All right. Apparently it's going to be a top kind of day. Sure. We're pretty dead, honestly. Alright. We draw Emergency Welds, but they keep, like, not killing our creatures, which is super annoying. I guess we can cast Static Net by sacking our Flask. Netting the Cohort is certainly, it's not good, but it's, you know, it's something, I guess. Could also reunion off the swamp and just kind of go from there. Nothing to weld back. Oh, I'm sorry. I can return the statue. Yeah, that's like fine, I guess. Sure, I guess we'll do that. The Wellman body here is actually really relevant. So, how many drafts today? Probably at least 2. I mean, at least 3. Both players draw. Sure. I'm gonna play a statue now, I think. So go. Our blocks here aren't bad, I suppose. Play Keening Stone, sure. I mean, Keening Stones can obviously win the game, but it is pretty bad. Scrapsmith. Alright, I feel like we're like clawing back into this one, honestly. Play Old Scrappy. It's funny, it's like we don't necessarily want to mill cards because of Keening Stone. We might need to static net this anyway, so like we can just like that's fine, whatever. Yeah, we can if we need to. So let's Scrapsmith. There's no reason to do this yet because like them milling me is a positive until I have 0 cards in my deck. So, like, they can mill up my unearthed creatures, and then I'll hit it later. I don't want to dump any of these cards. Yeah, this is just, like, kind of stinky. Bitterian. I was hoping to hit, like, a Mishra's Juggernaut so I could discard it to this thing. Let's attack for 1, I guess. They have Desk, Cohort. This thing costs 5 to activate. So, like, if they want to spend every turn for the rest of the game activating this, you know, like, sure. They're to Loran again? Alright. You say so. I mean, like, I feel like our deck's kind of like a critical mass deck, so we're, like, pretty happy drawing more cards. the more cards we draw, the better our statues are, you know, etc., etc. Again? Alright. Gurgles, sure. Think that next turn just statue net the Cleaning Stone. It feels like they're trying to do this Cleaning Stone thing. Problem is, like, they're drawing all these extra cards. They can't cast them as they're wasting their mana on this thing. So, yeah, they're going for the Cleaning Stone thing. This is not, I think this is not smart on their part at all, but what do I know, right? Alright, supposed to play statue and static net the Cleaning Stone, right? Probably want to actually attack. Yeah, so let's go statue. White. And Netcha. Triggers all day. Pop that bad boy. Gain some life. Sure, so I think this is like, you know, we mill over a Juggernaut, which is great. We have 13 cards left. Cool. Do I want to play a land is the question. I think I do. And we'll attack here. Not trading Smith for Cohort, but this is a good attack. Yeah, unless they have a disenchant to get this thing back, like letting me, like there's not much point in milling us, you know? I guess I have like 13 cards left, but we got Jugs, Explosion, Bitter Reunion, Double Statues. These are getting big pretty quick, you know? Combat Thresher. Oh, it's only a 3/3. Oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Alright, Bitter Reunion. We got what? We have 3 mana. Alright, explode. We're gonna explode. We're gonna explosion. And then we could like explosion, gurgles. Sorry, I can't do all 3 of these. Explosion, gurgles, activate one of the statues. We're doing this, so now we're up to, again, these are +1 off the number, so we have 4/4 and a 3/3. I think I like activate one, play gurgles. Sure. Take a bunch. 12 cards. I mean, if they like have a disenchant and they can just disenchant this and pop it, we lose, but whatever. I mean, like, sure. Play Anointer, Sig up. We have a lot of Power Stone mana too, so activating our statues is pretty easy. We draw Wellspring, sure. But I'd be pretty mad if they just like disenchant this and activate it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, all my cards in hand. 19 cards in deck. Vanguard, not so threatening. Vanguard, not so threatening. What's up, another Oak? How's it going, folks? If you're sitting, welcome to the stream. Bronze to Mythic, episode 20. How's it going? Hardcast cohort. They're like pretty close to dead, right? We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the air. Crown. Refractor. That's 2 pumps. I think they're pretty close to dead, right? Let's cast Refractor. Crown helps too, I guess, too, so. Draw a card. Play Crown. Activate, equip. 1 black. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, weird game, honestly. Like, that's why, that's a good example of why Keening Stone isn't very good. I guess I'm gonna hit the button, but we were just there, but sure, I guess we're back there again. Remember, folks, we're brought to you by Coalesce Apparel. Got my anti-mulligan club shirt on here with the goblins on it today. Super high quality, super great designs. They have like 50 designs at this point. Notorious Squee, come on. Notorious Squee. Let's go here. Coalesce Apparel shop. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. CoalesceApparel.shop. And it's fine. Statue. The pause with 1 white. A little weird. Are we playing statue or chanter here? Probably. I don't know. Depends on if we're gonna play. If we're playing this on 3, probably not playing this on 3. We might actually want to, because we want to play the jugs on 4. So like, they play a 3-drop. I kill it, add a counter, and then play jugs next turn. I think it's statue. Chanter only attacks for 1 anyway. I'm gonna play statue first. Yeah, if we had like a disfigure and a go for the throat in this deck, I think our deck would be a lot better. Our deck is definitely. Oh no! You son of a. Well, I chose wrong, I guess. Sometimes you choose wrong, folks. Soul Guide Lantern? Damn. That was the option on turn 1, I suppose. Scrappy crappy. Let's go, bud. Yeah. Let's find a nice artifact here, please. A little value. Mill over land. Nope, no artifact. Still a 3-2. Could be worse. Colors. Sprite. Sprite's worth killing. Ramps into jugs also. Eh, sure. I guess we'll offer the trade first. Sure. Explode! Wild Scout. Stalwart. Turn 5. Powerful. Ancient Reset, thanks so much. Snowed in for work and watching the gym stream. Love it. I guess it costs 5 and she needed it. Whatever, sure. Gix's Caress. I kind of want to Caress here. Like, they have 3 cards in hand and they haven't played, like, their 5-drop was this. They might have, like, some 6-drops in their hand or something like that. We just, like, Caress plus Chanter here. Yeah, I'm pretty down to Caress here. Like, they also, like, either they have big things in their hand or they have removal spells. So I think Caress is, like, the nut here. Let's take a look. Take a little looky-loo. What do you got? You got Boulder Branch, Giant Growth, Plains. Love it. Take the Big Idiot. Play the Chanter. This card's passable. It's funny how it's like good with the red prowessy cards. It's like a blue-red card. Unleash Shell. Cool. Obviously, they want a Giant Growth here. I'm freaking stoked about it, so whatever. It's pretty risky to even block a Giant Growth, but if they do, I'm not going to use Unleash Shell regardless, so. It's not even a 2-for-1 if they have like a shitty card, which you already know about, so. Play Jugs. Say go. Love me some Jugs. Juggy Jug Jug Jugs. I guess this too? Wow. Guess everything.
After it was all over, he took us in the house to serve his pancakes.
Sure. I mean, not the most exciting game. We'll take it. All right. I mean, I'm going to keep. It's not great. We also have, like, a bunch of 2-mana cantrip artifacts, too, so I'm going to keep. We have a 2-drop. Obviously, we draw any land in our hand's great, so. And bingo.
Bingo.
All right.
Mikey says, do you think that high-profile tournaments with high viewership are a thing of the past? Will we ever see Pro Magic scene again? I mean, if they support it and they advertise it properly and they get into a good groove, you know, part of what made the SG Tour so appealing was that it was so consistent. You just knew every weekend almost. You could turn on the SG Twitch channel and you could watch Pat and Ced covering some good Magic. You know, like, that consistency is so important. Straight's fine. Do we scrap or caress? We're not ramping to anything with caress. I'm going to wait on caress. What's up, Dan Soap? 3-month-old baby. I feel you. All right, I feel you. Congrats. The SG Tour used to average like 10,000 to 15,000 on a weekend at its absolute peak. Clear cutter. I think now it's like kind of time to caress, but I want to play statue first, honestly. I have a static net too. We just statue here, I think. I guess like if we caress wilds, we can scrapsmith statue next turn. Or I could scrapsmith this turn and then statue caress next turn. I actually like that better. So I'll just play scrapsmith. Let's actually fetch first, okay, so we don't hit our planes. Scrapsmith again. We had Jugs and Crown. Oh, yeah. Woo! That's the Scrapsmith of a lifetime. Yeah, the SG peak was like 30 to 40K for like the Players Champs, like the really good years. And then, yeah, we had like the peak SG Tour was like, you know, 20K, like from the biggest matches and stuff. They were good, honestly. MagicCon in Philly, yeah, I'm playing the Pro Tour there. All right, they got Jugs. I kind of want to go statue caress this turn, and we can always net the Jugs next turn. We just take a hit. Our statue's growing pretty good here, honestly. I guess I might net the Jugs right now. I can attack for 4, which is kind of cool. But then I'm like pretty off curve, so I net this turn. And I guess I could statue caress next turn. I can caress statue. Actually, I can statue caress and crown. Yeah, I'm gonna net here, I guess. The only fear is I play some nasty 6-drop, which is a real fear. I'm a coward. I'm gonna caress. I'm a coward. Caress shows not obstinate bailoff. Don't take that one, Jim. That was a pretty shitty caress, honestly, because like they have this as flashback anyway. But sure. Yep, Pro Tour Philly, SCG Con. I'm sorry, not SG Con. MagicCon. The old Thoughtseize obstinate bailoff. The old play against Jund and keep a 6-land bailoff hand because you know they're going to Thoughtseize you. Jugs. We are not going to block this. We want bodies for our crown. We have net anyway, so. Alright. Blitz Automaton. It's pretty big. Alright, so we're going to go net. We can actually net crown equip, right? That's pretty good. I'll take that. Nope, tap better than that, please. Thank you. We equip. We could attack. We're trading blows, but like I have more stuff in play, and I have an automaton and a Jugs. I like it. I think between our Juggernaut and our automaton, like I think getting in for points is really good right now. So, do I have favorite stories or moments from past tournaments? I mean, I got a million. Oh no! They turned the table on us. No. All right, we're gonna take it. We thought we were the aggressor. We were not. We were sorely mistaken. Let's see. Automaton. Like, hit the statue, I guess. We're gonna not attack here, right? 6, 10. We actually have like 16 damage here, but we can't really attack, so let's go land. Let's fire up statue and attack with, I think, the smith and the statue. Like, their hand's pretty empty, so these are both fresh cards. Land, sure. Alright, cool. Best they can do is make a 3-3. I'm sorry, 5-5. That's still pretty good, but... Never creature dies. We draw Emergency Weld. We could weld back another statue. That's not very good. Weld back Jugs is interesting. I actually kind of like putting the crown on the automaton attacking, because 8 is just so much. And we can just weld back Jugs and cast it. So 2 to weld, 5 to Jugs, and 1 to move. And then 1 to move the crown again. Sure. Let's put this here. Just like just get a trade through and draw a card, which is pretty great. What? Take 8? People are insane sometimes. They're just crazy. They're just animals. Just like, oh, no, another black. Oh shit, I can't move the thing. So if I weld and then I play Jugs, I have a mana short of equipping. I screwed up. I didn't count. I need a 3 black for this play. That's fine. Yeah, we're fine. Whatever, it's weld. We could weld back a smaller creature then, I guess. If I weld back the demon and just put the... Yeah, I like that better, actually. Let's weld back demon. I want to keep the Jugs and the Graveyard on Earth anyway, I think. I'm so freaking stupid. I just talked about this.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
If I could cast it, it was right. I mean, now we have, like, the stone to block. Whatever, I screwed up. It's fine. I think we're still good. First draft of the day. No excuses. We have a 5-5, a 1-1, and a bunch of creatures to block with anyway. If they have, like, the first strike trample check, we're going to lose. But we might have lost that anyway, honestly. So, yeah, please don't swing out here. Alright, yeah, we're probably dead. Yeah, I mean, I guess I screwed up. What are you going to do? Again, I'm sorry. If they have the first strike trample check, we lose anyway. We just, like, can't win, so... Here, here, here. Alright, yeah, kill me. What do you got? No first strike trample trick? What? What? Oh, man. Never punished. Whew. That was scary. Maybe they had, like, Giant Growth or something like that, and they were trying to push through, like, some points. Alright, and it's fine. Yeah, they might have had Giant Growth, and then just, like, we're hoping a creature will go in unblocked or whatever. And maybe I'll go to 2. Alright, keep this. I was about to say no 1-drop. Should have said it faster, I guess. Alright. Okay. Just combat courier. Alright, I mean, hand's a little slow, but their hand's a little fast. Need to draw a red. They got 4 mana on turn 3. On the play. What are you going to do with it? Elf, Druid, Soldier. That's a pretty good turn 4. Or turn 3, I mean. We draw a crown. Shit. Alright, well, I would like to draw a red. We've done drawn like a bunch of extra cards and not found a red yet. Mishra blocks this. Yeah, that's a lot. Even just like a mountain to play infantry and put the crown on, it's not bad either. Boulder Branch, man, they're coming at us. Nope, we're mana screwed. All right, I guess we lose. That's magic sometimes. Never Melva's hand in a million years. Yep. Down to 6. Get a follow up too. Boulder Branch Golem. Yeah, I mean, aside from the Might Stones, I didn't even really do anything good, but we just lost. I don't tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Draw. All right, that's not a red. Yeah, I mean, that's magic sometimes. All right, sure. Whatever, I guess. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Did you have fun? All right. We can cast spells. You'd love to see it. I like this mountain. Cool art. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, I mean, numbskull, you're signing up to play a card game. We're not playing chess. You know, like, sometimes it's going to happen. Happens to your opponent the same amount of times it does to you, as long as you're both building your decks right. Happens, you know. Thunder Chicken. At least I have chicken. Combat Courier. And a pause. Alright, so you go. Yeah, it's not a great hand, but it's okay. You know, 3-drop. I'll probably find something to do. You have multiple ways to loot also, so like discarding these is cool. Carrion Locust. Alright, I mean, sure. Scrapsmith, we find 3 lands. Alright, well, unlikely to draw a land next turn, I suppose. In for 2. And nothing. Nothing. Obviously we drew a land, of course. Why wouldn't we draw a land? I mean, they're likely to just block and sack. So I'm not going to attack, honestly. Let's just say go. Yeah, so. Alrighty then. 7 straight lands in a row. Once again, we signed up to play a card game. So here we are playing the card game. Combat Courier, draw a card. I mean, the good news is they haven't really applied much pressure. So, that's annoying. Sure. Dreams of Steel and Oil, it's an Exile-y Thoughtseize. Yeah, I mean, that sucks a little bit, but whatever. Shuffler is fine, it's just magic. It's random cards, that's what happens. You shuffle a deck and draw cards, you know? Alright, Jugs in for 3. Definitely winning the race here. Unleash Shell's pretty good too. Weak Stone Subjugation on the Smith, and then a second Weak Stones on my Juggernaut. That's my call. Alright. Take 2. Double statues on the dollar. Alright. We have like 1 or 2 ways to sacrifice this. It'd be kind of cool. So there you go. Could trade statue for Locust. I don't think that's necessary yet, though. You've never drawn 7 in a row when playing paper? You definitely have. You just didn't make note of it. They're going to play their own Juggernaut with no red. Alright. Mishra is great and all, but we need to kill this Jugs. So let's do that. They don't have any red. Obviously, if they draw the red, it sucks, but just gotta shell it sometimes, you know? Shell it, ship it, in for 3. We have 5, so we have 7 mana. We draw a land, we can go Mishra, activate, which is pretty good, honestly. Mishra's so good, life gaining and stuff. They got 2 cards left. Let's kick shell. Springleaf Drum. I mean, it's a trigger statue. Okay, I guess they have nothing. Sure. We'll take it. Weird games today. I guess everyone's in like the holiday rush. I don't know. Double statue. Whew. See, this is the kind of hand where like a disfigure makes this hand unreal. Like statue on 2, statue disfigure on 3 is so good, but rule of acquisition 123. Always mana weave your deck. Third. Oh my god, no. Give me a disfigure, please. We need disfigure. Oh god, this card's busted. I think we get in the air, honestly. We're not gonna win the game on the ground. Just start playing statues. Yeah, unfortunately, we're pretty light on removal. I admit that this format is my favorite format of all time. I'm enjoying it more than I was earlier, but scrap work much. All right, can't really afford to play a non to the board card this turn, so I would say my own infantry is pretty good here. As a pro player, have you basically just come to terms with the concept my opponent just got luckier than me? I feel like that would drive me crazy on a serious competitive level. If you're going to be a professional player in a game like this, you need to be able to understand that there is such thing as luck. You know, like, both players experience same amount of variance. You know, it all evens out over time. You know, you sign up to play a card game. It's going to happen sometimes. Literally all you can do is focus on things you can control and play the best you can. That's it. You know? Beyond that, whatever happens, happens. Wow. Just totally pumping the brakes. We draw Jugs. Jugs ain't bad here, honestly. We could, like, mutt the Jugs away. We can play Statue Mutt. We can play Statue Demon. Scatter Ray. It's possible, obviously, but would they scatter my statue? Probably not. Do you still see people like Phil Hellmuth? Phil Hellmuth doesn't give a shit. Alright? He's created a persona. It makes him a lot of money. He couldn't give a shit if he wins a hand or loses a hand. That guy's got $1 bajillion. It's all just an act. You know, like, maybe it wasn't an act at some point, but like, he would never stop doing it because that's his brand. I'm the poker brat. Look at me. It's all Phil's going off again. And some people like it, and some people don't, and it's controversial. It draws attention to him. It's just a brand, you know. Are they ever gonna play a spell or just all creatures? Not weird at all, JM. In for 2. All right, they're like actually just not doing anything. It's kind of awesome, honestly. All right, we can't really block here, so no blocks. Mistress Juggernaut. They've actually literally just played Iconoclast all creatures. It's pretty funny. Yeah, we'll play Jugs here and just say go. Kaldheim's great. Who was the poker player who would always wear the throwback Houston Rockets jerseys? I don't recall. Ugh, that's gross. Yeah, yeah, I mean, uncontested Iconoclast is like the easiest way to win this format. It's just so easy. What's up, Sonic? Merry Christmas! Yeah, I mean, this sucks, but sure. Let's draw Excavation or something. I don't even know. Refractor. Draw. Wellspring. Draw. Gnawing Vermin. That plays, honestly. That's not bad at all. Now they can't attack on the ground unless they lose their Iconoclast. Mill. Bless you, baby. Alright. Our strategies are on 4-4 and 3-3, which is pretty good. It's Unearth Jugs Leroy, probably. I would assume. No? Wow. Yeah, like, right? Like, there's no point. Like, yeah, sure. So we just block, like, here and here. Take 2, 5, 6, 7, but I get to kill their Iconoclast. And if I can stop their... We actually, like, have a good chance to win this game, honestly. It's pretty gross. Yeah. So... Oh, I'm sorry, we're 2. I miscounted the damage. No, we still miss our statues, though. We're actually okay here. We're 2. It's scary, but it's okay to be scared. Discarding Swamp. We're in, like, comeback of the year mode. Alright. Let's do this. Say go. We've got double statue on defense. If we were feeling super greedy, we could, like, fire in a statue. But if they don't attack, I like to end step sack my Wellspring. So. Explosion you. Mishra. Okay.
Certainty of death? Small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
Alright, sick. No attack. Alright, end step, draw 2. We draw a Scrapsmith, a Bitter Reunion, and a Springleaf Drum. Alright, let's Scrapsmith. Yeah, it's funny. If they sent the 1-1 in the prior turn, you're right. They would have won. Crown. We kind of need to leave both statues. No, not really. Need to leave both statues available. We can... Awkward. Very awkward. Drum, we can't really afford to tap to activate, so the drum doesn't really work. I guess it's just like Crown Go with no equip, which is just awkward, but just like what it has to be, I think. We're living right on the edge here. On the edge of destruction and despair. Loot. Static Net's still in library, yes. That would be a good pickup. On the edge of despair and the edge of glory. Chain Dancer, a double striker. In fact, they have a looter, kind of sucks too. And a Stone Seeker, that's bad. Alright, we're dead. Alright, we need some help. Or we need to, like, kill them. One or the other, which seems pretty hard to do, actually. We draw a swamp. That's not help. That's not the help we were looking for at all. Alright, let's reunion. And let's draw our, thing. I would actually discard... I would say if a drum is actually... let's go swamp. Sure, whatever. We draw Gix's Caress. It's not really going to do it. We have 5 blockers to their 1,000,000 attackers. It sucks because we're, like, almost close to killing them. Like, if they didn't have a blocker, and I cast the Caress and the Drum, we have a 8/8, and a 7/7 flyer. It's still not enough, though. Maybe they won't kill me. Could be scared disfigure, maybe? Nope, they weren't. Alright, yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. They got those early shots in, and our hand was kind of slow. This deck was, I think this deck was a really bad mixture of 2 potentially good decks. I think that if we had gotten the Sacrifice deck, our deck would have been great. And if we had gotten more removal and been like this like artifacty statue deck, that also would have been great. But we didn't get the pieces either. We didn't get the kill spells to be the statue deck, and we didn't get the sack outlets to be the sacrificey deck. So we kind of like just got stuck in the middle, and our deck was just sort of like, yeah, it's like, it's all right. We obviously got screwed a few of those games, and like didn't even play Magic, but our deck was not particularly great. It was, rather mediocre because of that. So let's hop on over to Untapped, take a look. Brotherhood's End. I mean, that'd be insane, obviously. But I'm talking about like a Disfigure or two. Like give me a few cheap removal spells, or give me 2 Strongbowls or 2 Disfigures. And this deck is like either side is quite good. But 4 and 3 will take it. With some bad games thrown in there where we like didn't even do anything and didn't even cast any spells, I'll take 4 through with that, honestly. So let's hop it over to untapped.gg. Take a little look at our results. Again, pretty simple analysis. It really is just like, I think that if our deck is statue, Wellspring, Gix's Caress, Explosion plus removal spells, it's good. I think if our deck is Double Blast Runner, Sack Outlets, Transmorgan's Crown, etc., it's also good. But we didn't really hit either side very well. I'm not sure if in the draft itself we like missed out on it because it felt like we just couldn't find either piece. But it happens. What are you gonna do, So, episode 20 of the books, Bronze to Mythic. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we got episode 21 coming up on stream, though. Let's go.